wherever you may be in the world. Um, it's an interesting day today. Very interesting day. I tried to form a circle of love in front of the White House. See, could I get some people, man, that would just join hands in front of the White House, and nobody would. Nobody. Nobody was remotely interested in joining hands in front of the White House. But the dude that was cha-cha sliding, everybody wanted to do that. But nobody wanted to come in love. That's a real sad commentary when we are afraid to express love. I mean, that's wow. We are afraid to express love. Something gonna get. But listen. So I was going through my emails, and matter of fact, let me see if I got it here. Let me see what's going on, Edward. Let's see if I got it here. Yeah. Here's the interview request for the Truth Conductor. Wow. My first one. This is my first interview request. Dear Don, I'm a booker for a web series called The Fallen State, hosted by Jesse Lee Peterson, and I am writing to request a remote Zoom interview with you. In the past, Jesse had interviewed the likes of Dick Gregory, Joe. Yeah, okay. All right. We were interested in having you to learn more about your work as a Black History tour guide and to touch on politics, race, and culture. Oh shit. oh, oh shit. Oh shit. Let me tell you something. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to what I'm fitting to tell you. See, my grandmama prepared me for moments like this. Because my grandmama always told me, baby, and this is just the first time my grandmama told me this, and I had to do a double take and say, what you say? Listen, nobody liked to, my grandmother loved funerals. She didn't give a shit who it was. If it was a funeral, my grandmother wanted to go. Okay? And let me see what this message was that was deleted. In case I had to get rid of somebody. Let's see what the message was. Okay. Didn't come up. So anyway, um, we're driving along. My grandmama dipped snuff. The reason none of my cousins wanted to drive my grandmother was because she dipped snuff. And she had a tin can that she carried with her with some paper towel or toilet tissue. in it, and she would spit in the cup. And sometimes she would miss the cup. And you got damn snuff all over your car. you know. So my cousin them didn't want to fool with my grandma, but see, what they didn't know was when I always got a little money in my pocket and a tank full of gas. When my grandmama say, "Let's go," I ain't hesitate, cause I knew I was gonna get a tank of gas, and she was gonna put some change in my pocket. Okay, so I'm come on, let's ride. Snuff is like it's like a tobacco, but it's a powder. That's what snuff is. It's like a powder. It's like a tobacco, but it's a powder that you take and put between your lip and your gum. You know, and you get the no, you don't chew it. It's a powder. It's a fine powder. Garrett Snuff. I won't forget that. I never forget that name. Garrett Snuff. It's a real fine powder, man. Snuff is a real fine powder that you take a pinch of and put down between your lip and your gum. And it's like a tobacco, but you don't chew. I'm not sure. I'm positive they probably do, but I'm saying. But anyway, so we driving along, and my grandmama said, "Baby, when them fuckers looking at you, you give them something to see." What you say, Grandma? What you say, McCover? She said, "When them fuckers looking at you, that's when you give them something to see." And it stuck with me for the rest of my life. See, I don't worry about my haters. I just give them something to see. Let them talk about what I'm doing. She said them exact words. My grandmama was a Christian lady that cursed. that, that's the only thing I can tell you. My grandmama was a Christian woman that cursed. You want to get cussed out? Mess with my grandmama, and she had a punch like a mule. My grandmama hit you with her fist, buddy. You out. I'm serious. You out. If she catch you with her fist, you out. Yeah, I told y'all, man. When I met my wife was trying to. She twisted a guy's arm to agree to something, and he didn't show up. And when she told me what he what he had agreed, okay, when she told me what he had agreed to, I told her straight up, I ain't doing that. No, I said, I can't do that. Sorry, I can't help you. Just like that. I said, I ain't doing that. Shit. I can't do that. And she balled up her fist. I said, girl, that's my grandmama's fist. I'm going to marry you. That's how I met my wife. That's how I met my wife. Honest to God. Honest to God. That's how I met my wife. That's how I knew who my wife was. When my wife balled her fist up, looked just like my grandmama's fist. I said, girl, I'm going to marry you. I'm going to marry you. That's my grandmama's fist. I'm going to marry you. See, I be paying attention, buddy. See, and see, that's the problem. A lot of y'all don't be paying attention. No, my grandmama been dead, man. My grandmama been dead. My grandmama was 100 when she died. Sure did. She was 100 when she died. Yep. No, But why would your wife allow you to live in a motel? My wife ain't got nothing to do with this. My wife ain't got nothing to do with this. This just happened, man. This happened to be the path that I have to take to get where I'm going. Y'all act like living in a hotel is bad. Living in a hotel ain't bad. No, I don't live with my wife. My wife is in the Philippines, which you already know. You already know my wife is in the Philippines. That's why you ask, why would my wife allow me to live in a hotel? Because you already know what my wife is. You think I didn't know that? You think I couldn't see this coming? Come on, man. I mean, I tell y'all, boy, I got a hell of a story. I ain't lying, I got a hell of a story. I got a hell of a story. Because you're Dabblers Anonymous. That's why. Because you don't want nobody to know who you are. That's why. Because if you start asking questions, you know I'm going to put two and two together. That's why you come up here dumb. Like you're anonymous. Because you can't ask me no question because you know I'm going to put two and two together. That's why. That's why. That's why you come up here playing stupid. Because you know I'm going to put two and two together if you start asking some questions. So you going to play dumb. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Why don't you go on somewhere else, man? Take your anonymous ass somewhere else. You ain't welcome here. How about that? Ain't that transparent? Hey, well, take your anonymous ass somewhere else. You ain't welcome in here. See, and I don't feel like blocking you. So go on, man. Get gone. Anyway, like I told you, I'm excited that how long Jesse Lee Peterson been on the air? Let me see. Let me see. Um, when did he start? Let's see when he started his show. When did Jesse Lee start his show? How long he been? How long? How long? Uniting the race. Okay. All right. Uh, I'm trying to find out when he started. When did he start his? When did he start? That's what I want to know. When did he start? I had to find that out because um, everything has a shelf life. Everything got a shelf life. Everybody got a shelf life, and sooner or later, you know, your shelf life expires, and and this could be one of the situations where Jesse Lee Peterson's shelf life as a radio host is about to expire. They want to go in another direction. You never know. You never know. You never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. That's why you always have to have some kind of format of talking points that you want to discuss. And you're going to fit those in regardless of what the question is. You answer, you always pivot to your talking points. See, that's what a good politician does. See, no matter what question, yeah, no matter what question is asked, you always pivot to your talking points. And see, you have to get so good that you can make that pivot seamlessly, and nobody even realize you done pivoted until you start hitting them with the points. And saying once they see it, they're like, damn, he should hit him pivot again. See, that's what you have to do, man. You always got to have you something that you want to talk about. And because you never know when that opportunity gonna come. And you always have to be ready. Like I told my grandson, I said, man, you can make it on Broadway. Always have you 2 or 3 different ways to do the same thing. So when you get tired of one way, you can see you're still doing the same thing, but you just tweak it a little bit. So you don't get bored. And when you get tired of doing it that way, go back or go to another way. That's how you be repetitious. See, most folk can't take that. If you did that, man, the average person would lose their mind. Because they're trying to figure out why in the hell is he keep tapping on that table. But see, that's repetition. And you can't get tired of repetition. Okay? You have to be the one to be able to withstand repetition. Okay? And you know that the people around you got a weak nervous system. So all you got to do is keep it up. And pretty soon, they're going to give you what you want. So you can stop that. They'll give you what you want. Because they're tired of it. They're tired of it. And the only way they're going to make you stop is give you what you want. You see? And when they give you what you want, you quit. Because you got what you want. Yeah, there ain't no sense in you keep going and you got what you want. That's stupid. Move on to something else. That's how you do that. Learn how to be repetitious. If you don't learn nothing else, man, because that's what's going to save you. That's what's going to aid you, being repetitious. Because most folk don't have the nervous system to withstand it. Okay, let's see what we got here. What we got? Well, I, I, I won't say. I won't say a lot of people are stupid. I would say they're lazy. I'm not gonna pin stupid on them. I will pin lazy on them though. They're too lazy to find out for themselves. They'd rather be told. I would say they're lazy. I wouldn't say they're stupid. I say they're lazy. I think that's the problem. I think, and I think that laziness started in America and is spreading worldwide. It sure is. Okay? You know, see, we act like we're privileged because we're Americans. And we got to compete, man, with the rest of the world. That's why it grieves me that we just teaching our kids how to be afraid. We're not teaching them how to be conquerors, how to get out there and be leaders, innovators. We're teaching them to be scared, to be timid, to be shy, second guessing themselves. That's what we're teaching our kids. And we can't and we're the blame. We can't blame nobody but us for that. You can't blame other people for that. We have to accept that blame. You know, we gotta accept that. It's just that simple. But like I said, man, I'm looking forward. I think that's gonna be the first of many podcasts. I think that's gonna be the first of many. Matter of fact, that might be the reason I get my own. Cause I mean, truth be told, Jesse Lee Peterson been hard on black men. I mean, let me tell you, Jesse Lee is hard on brothers, hard on brothers, hard on them. I mean, he don't play with them. I mean, that's why it surprised me when I read like Jesse Lee for real, for real. Okay, and I do Black History too. I told y'all, man. I told y'all it's just a matter of time. I told y'all, just a matter of time for my tour's gonna take off, buddy. See, I'm gonna be too busy to be sitting down in front of the White House. They gonna miss me when I'm gone, buddy. They gonna miss me when I'm gone. I ain't lying. They gonna miss me when I'm gone. They gonna miss me when I'm gone, buddy. Cause I bring a whole different atmosphere down there. Even when in the midst of the foolishness, a lot of y'all was commenting about the video that I put up. The guy showed. See, that's just part one. I ain't showed you him acting a fool yet. So wait till you see him acting a fool. Then you tell me what you think. So you just got one side of this story. You ain't got the full story yet. So don't be quick to pass judgment. Get the whole story. And I'll do it. Well, I don't have no choice, Edward. I don't have a choice, man. If I don't believe in myself, then I might as well be just like everybody else. Lose hope. Give up. Cast blame. And I don't, like this guy I was telling you about working down there. See, a guy was this guy came down, was talking about I was being paid and this and that. And I said, well, if I'm being paid, why am I living at a hotel? So the guy that I showed them that only got the one dance, you know, he said, yeah, you out here now I see you got to collect money for your hotel. I said, yeah, you're right, I do. And I sure hope you never find yourself in this position. I won't because I'm prepared. They said the Titanic wouldn't sink, and it did. And sometimes when you're so cocky and you're so self-assured, that's when stuff start happening. See, when you start getting so overconfident and taking stuff for granted, then you're going to be like, damn, when the shit hit the fan, you ain't going to know which way to go. Because you've been fooling yourself. Because you thought everything was hunky dory. And now you finding out it ain't. So, um, it's kind of an inconvenience. Yeah. Well, see, most folk take that for granted. Adversity happening to them, something freak, they take that for granted that it can't happen to them. And it could be a freak accident that can turn your life upside down. One minute you can be walking, and the next minute you can be paralyzed from the waist down, from the neck down. And you're trying to figure out why. You don't think you're gonna question God if all of a sudden something happened to you now, and you put your tithes and offering in church, and you faithfully go every Sunday, and you think God is obligated to that? I mean, seriously, do you think God is obligated to that? No, he's not. One, Sunday ain't the Sabbath. That's first and foremost right there. And see, a lot of people are faithful to Sunday as the Sabbath, and it's not. And they don't want to fight the change. See, they don't want to deal with the hassle of changing Sunday to Saturday, because then that's going to interrupt their plans. Because, you know, listen, see, this abortion thing, you think for 1 minute that the people that are for abortion are not promoting that lifestyle, that promiscuous lifestyle? You think they ain't promoting that? You think they ain't behind that? You think for 1 minute they don't have no interest in promoting that lifestyle? Because it's going to benefit them. See, that's why. That's what this is all about, sin. See, and once you sin and get caught, you want to get rid of your sin. See, that's what abortion is about. Getting rid of your sin. And there are people that's going to profit of you getting rid of your sin. They profit from it. You don't care. Because if you did, you keep it. It's just that simple. If you really care, you keep it. So don't come talking politics to me. Because once again, man, the rich is getting richer. And we still, like this it's a guy come out there to call himself Jesus Christ, named Bruce. and always talking about I'm grifting. I said, oh, I'm supposed to come out here for nothing. Play my music, play karaoke. I'm supposed to do all this for nothing. And I told him, look me up. I got a business. Look me up. What I do, y'all ain't interested in yet. Because if you was, I wouldn't be sitting here. And they going to get interested. They going to get interested. I'm going to have the biggest tour company in D.C. I'm telling you, hands down. I'm going to have the biggest tour company in D.C. Yeah, and I don't even have a van yet. I haven't even started my fleet yet. And I'm telling you, I'm going to have the biggest tour company in D.C. Matter of fact, shoot, in the country, in the world. I'm going to have the biggest tour company in the world. Why not? Why not? It's available. Why not take it? And see, there are a lot of things that are available, and you won't even step up and try to challenge it. And it's available, but you won't challenge it. You always tell me somebody what somebody else should do, and you looking at it and scared to challenge it, because you want somebody else to do it. And see, and now is the time, man, to be looking at needs that need to be filled. There are needs that need to be filled right now. Boy, if I was in the fencing business, I'd be down there looking at that White House fence as to how I can childproof it. That's the one thing I would be doing. I would send them a proposal on how to childproof that fence. So would. I'd do it. And charge them for it too. Yes, I would. Charge them for it. See, that's a need that need to go, because they sensitive about it. And if they ain't got to worry about no kids pushing between that fence, now they can pay attention to the crowd. See, now they got to watch both the fence and the crowd. Because when they're looking at the crowd, they hear in their ear, look at the fence. See, somebody telling them in their ear, look at the fence. And if they ain't have that worry, they can keep their eyes on the crowd. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. All we need to do is just start thinking and stop being afraid. That's the biggest problem now. We're too afraid. I told you, I tried to create a circle of love, and nobody was interested. Nobody. Nobody. And I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying to have a circle of love in front of the White House. And maybe it'll become contagious and spread into the White House. See, I don't know what that could create. And you know what? You know what's even sad? People are afraid to come up and say, damn, True Conductor, thank you for doing this. Thank you for at least trying. Folk are scared to even try. And people want you to say, man, thank you for at least trying. Whether you're successful or not, the fact that you tried, thank you. All right? All right. So, what, 35 minutes? That's good. Okay? I'm excited. Next month is going to be on and popping. And that podcast with Jesse Lee Peterson is just the beginning. It's just the beginning. That's the first of many to come. Watch. See you later.